This LA-based creative video agency discovered the most efficient camera setup for professional shoots on location. They will walk you through everything from the camera to the most versatile lens and their custom wireless focus and video set. We get to know some of their secrets and tested out tips on how to roll all day long and get the best image.
So this is our kit for the RED Gemini. So we have the RED Gemini brain. It's a 5K sensor, shoots up to 96 frames per second at 5K. And the Teradek Bolt 500 for wireless video transmission. And here we have the Teradek Cube 655, which we're going to be using for some of our wireless camera to cloud transmission. We have a Rode shotgun mic on board for camera for just getting scratch audio.
You always keep that one in here?
Usually we travel with it together in the camera case. This is a very special case, actually. This one keeps us running all day long, all your batteries charged constantly. Right. This is a must for all of our gimbal shoots. And then when it comes to lenses, this is one of our favorite lens sets to shoot with because you can use them for almost any situation. It's the Angenieux Ez 1 and 2. And what's great about these lenses is they're convertible between Super 35 and full frame, depending on which camera you're using. It's probably a 10-minute process to change them back and forth. And you can also swap them between PL and Canon mount, depending on the camera that you're using too. Super simple to just pop that off and switch back and forth. This one is the 15 to 40. And the reason we like using these zooms on the gimbal is because it allows you to get a lot of different types of shots in a short amount of time. So compared to primes, we're typically going to be putting our larger zoom lenses on the Ronin II. And then one more special case here for you. This one we use all the time, very proud of this case. It's our custom wireless focus and video set. So it has your wireless receiver monitor. It's gonna receive picture, as well as all of the focus motors, hand controller, batteries, charging, all in one case here.
And you had this one custom made?
We did. We had this one custom made because it was just a popular package that people need to rent, and it usually came in 3 different cases. So we figured we could just combine them all and create something here that'd be much more mobile for people to use.
Yeah. Okay, very nice. And then the big case.
And then the big case. This is the Ronin II gimbal system, which we use for almost all of our shoots because it allows you to get a really strong image, a really versatile style of shooting.
Is there a reason why you went for this one?
The Ronin II is important because it allows us to carry the more cinema lenses. If we were using stills glass or lighter weight lenses, the Ronin S3 or one of the smaller gimbals would be great. But since we're typically shooting on larger cameras with larger lenses, we're usually always using this rig.
Hey, see those QR codes? What's that for? It's to check their gear, of course. See, Origin Point uses the #1 equipment management software, Check Room, to manage all their gear. With Check Room, you know where your gear is at all times, so no more overlapping bookings, lost cameras, or items left behind on set. I mean, who doesn't want that, am I right? Check it out on checkroom.com.
So 20 minutes later, we're still building it up. You want a coffee or something?
Yeah, maybe a Red Bull. Get some water here going.
Do you know the value of the whole setup?
I think the Gemini is probably about 20, 25. The gimbal is probably about 10. And I think the lenses are probably about 20 as well.
Each?
Yes, I think each is about 20. They're expensive lenses. Angenieux are not cheap, for sure.
Mm-hmm. What do you usually shoot? Like, what's a typical project for Origin Point?
I would say majority of our work is in the commercial space, but a lot of our background is in documentary storytelling. Our heart is always in trying to tell good stories, stories that are good for the world. There's enough darkness out there, we figure why not spread some love. The last element that goes with the Ronin that we would never shoot without is the Ready Rig. It sets up very easily. It's these 2 shoulder pieces slide in right here. This is the Ready Rig Vega with telescoping arms. Now this whole rig is probably almost 40 pounds, depending on the lens. No one likes when their operator is getting tired or getting exhausted from a long day of shooting and you want to get another shot. The Ready Rig makes it possible for you to operate heavy camera rigs for long periods of time without it putting a big strain on your body.
But when you got this, you knew, okay, this would get too heavy. We'll need one of those.
We actually were using this before this was
this,
invented. You know, I was getting pretty strong actually, and then this came out and that took a lot of the ease off of operators' bodies for sure. But there was a time, all you had was an Easyrig, and nothing against the Easyrig, but it just wasn't designed with gimbals in mind. So this is a tool that was specifically intended to work with gimbals, so its performance is superior to the Easyrig when it comes to operation.
Now, if you want to see this setup in action, watch the next video.